Hey everybody, welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to do some work, and I'm going to start working on a 1957 Chevy Convertible for my dad. It's going to have some LED lighting in it. I'm going to do some customizing, but this here is pretty much, I've given Dad the idea of, he started off with wanting it to be in a box, you know, with Lexan and stuff. And I kind of gave him the idea, I said, well, why don't you turn it into some sort of wall hanging grandfather clock kind of thing, because he does a lot of woodworking, so he might be doing that. We might be turning this thing into basically a clock display. So if you want to see that and more, make sure you stay tuned.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
Okay, so yeah, so like I said, I'm not going to do overly crazy stuff. I'm going to clean stuff up. I'm going to the bottom is going to be pretty much fairly basic, just because you're not going to see it the way he's going to mount it. I will color it and stuff a little bit, but you know, I'm not going to go nuts on it because it's convertible. A lot of the attention is going to be in the interior, right? Okay, so a lot of that's where that detail is going to go. Also, the body, things are starting to flop and fall off here. But yeah, the body will do some bare metal foil on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the convertible top cover. You know, I want it to look like fabric. I might even actually make it fabric. I don't know yet. The seats back then were pretty much all some sort of vinyl. Right, so yeah, now we're going to be going with a candy blue, right? So yeah, gonna be a candy blue. I'm going to have to see what he wants for an interior. You know, does he want a two-tone blue interior? Does he want a light blue interior with black, or red, or tan? You know, chocolate brown leather. So there's that. And other than that, I am, like I said, going to be putting taillights and stuff in it, headlights, signal lights. So there'll be some drilling, some LED wiring that we'll have to figure out. Now, from the looks of it, I do have room, I'm hoping. Under here, the wires would be pretty thin, so I'm hoping that I'm going to turn this light off here so you guys can see, not so washed out. But anyways, I'm hoping that under the door sill here, I can do some wiring, bring the wires across, and I'm thinking probably somewhere up in the top of the fender here where you're not going to see them, so I can go to the headlights and down behind the bumper for the marker lights and stuff. Tail lights will be easy enough. I got lots of room back here to bunch up wiring and different things like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to power it yet. Looking at probably a 12-volt power pack. Now, if I can find one small enough, I might be able to put a 12-volt power pack in here. Right, and then the only thing we'll need is the AC power. You know, but we're also looking at possibly putting lighting inside the grandfather clock case, if that's the route we go. We could easily hide the power pack in there and just run the light duty wires for the 12 volt and stuff like that, you know, and that can be hidden easily enough too. So once we get to that point, we'll have to start figuring that out. So first things first is we're going to start building the engine so I can get that primed and figure out exactly what we're going to do. Now again, it's going to be fairly basic. And this is the 1/16 scale, so I know there is stuff out there that can be bought in for aftermarket stuff, but I think a lot of the stuff I'm going to do is just easy enough for me to make my own. I'm not looking for any crazy wheels. Dad just wants the factory style wheels, so we'll get that put on. Some of this stuff is going to get painted on its own. Like I said, we're not going crazy here. We just want it to look good. Like I said, it's going to be in a case, so just going to do the basic stuff. So let me know down in the comments. What do you think? What color would you paint this if it was yours? Have you built one? How did it turn out? How was the fitment and everything? I've never built one like this. Actually, I've never built one to this scale. Well, actually, I can't say that. Back when I was, I don't know, 13, 14, I did a blue Kenworth 1/16 scale. That's a long time ago. Now that thing, believe it or not, I still have it. But it's gotten damaged over the years. I mean, I've lived in quite a few places where I was not able to display my my models, which I do have quite a few from when I was all the way back to when I was 8 years old, right? So but there was a lot of places I was just unable to display them, so they stayed packed for almost 30 some years, you know, and that happened to be one of the ones that really got the hell kicked out of it, you know. And there is a couple pieces missing, like the front axle's busted, and I think there's a piece missing for the front axle. I think there's one set of dualies missing, so if I ever get a chance, I'd like to bring it out and try to do a resin casting, silicone casting first, but resin casting of the dually rims. I'll have to take one set apart so I can make them all, and I'll have to figure out how to do the silicone rubber so that I can make a new set of wheels and tires, you know, things like that. So now, if I had the money, I'd buy a scanner, you know, and do up I'd scan it and just 3D print it in resin, right? But I don't have that type of money, so it'll be probably down to resin casting, right? Do with what you got, right? And well, I do have a 3D printer, but I don't have a scanner. So we're just going to quickly kind of clean this up. Now we'll clean it up some more afterwards. I need my big eyeballs. I'm getting older. I'm getting blinder. And of course, I'm not having my bench light on, making it a little hard to see. So hopefully I can keep my head out of the way for you. Like I said, a lot of this underneath stuff, you're just not going to see it. So I'm not too worried about what you're going to see underneath. I mean, I'm still going to try my best to make it look good because, well, it's just part of who I am. I mean, I'm not just going to not do it, but I'm not going to waste all my attention and putting into detail underneath the car when nobody is ever going to see this. I'm going to do it to a certain point, knowing for my satisfaction, knowing I did it, right? Am I close enough for you? Would you like me to zoom in a little bit? How's that? Hopefully my head isn't in the way. I can't see the screen and look at what I'm doing at the same time to see if my working position is interfering. So if I am interfering, sorry for getting in the way. I'm trying to get this cleaned up. I don't want to bore you guys either, so, but this one here, I don't think I'm going to do too much of a time lapse or anything. Might do a few cuts. Like I said, this is going to be in a display case, so a lot of this you'll never ever get close enough to see it. But now, of course, I could go absolutely nuts on this, cut this starter off and actually make a proper starter, and, you know, carve stuff out of plastic and cast things and 3D print stuff, and yeah, but Dad is going to be putting this in at least in a display case. I don't know about the clock yet, but I gave him the idea for it. And but yeah, I could cut off this oil filter and, you know, make a better one. Now 90% of the decals, well, if not all 100% of the decals I got, you know, the custom decals and stuff, are for 124/25 scale, right? So if I put like an oil filter name on this, it'll still look good, but at the same time it's going to be out of scale. See, I hate when they have that. Like, I'm going to have to try and fix, I don't know if you guys can see. Oh no, I have it locked. Hang on. Like, where's the camera? Right there. Focus. Can you see those three? Ouch. See the three, there's one here, one there, and one here. Those are not really injector pin marks, but they're things that aren't even supposed to be there, right? So I'm gonna have to try and clean them off. And of course the intake is textured, so by cutting these off, now I've got a smooth spot, which means now I'm gonna have to try to retexture that. I'm trying to get rid of them, but not cut off the bolt heads. That are right next to it. Let's see. Get that out of the way. Nice sharp blade here. Works good. Another small one right there. That's going to go away. I mean, a lot of this is, again, going to get covered with the air cleaner, but it's my satisfaction that it's done. Are you guys the same way like that? You know nobody's ever going to see that, but for your own satisfaction, you're going to do it anyways. I'm just cleaning up any of the little bit of flash and stuff like that, burrs, you know, overflow edges. Now I know you guys haven't seen anything for quite a while on the channel, but I just needed a break, you know. I'm hoping to get back into it better here, you know, and spring is coming, so there's going to be a lot coming for the boat build. And Dad and I are building that wooden sailboat, you know, so that's going to be a big project. We're gonna have some more sawmill stuff that we're gonna end up doing because we still got lots of wood that we need to cut, mill up for the boat. You know, and then I gotta finish up the lofting. You know, Dad's kind of restructuring his shop right now because, you know, we need somewhere to be able to scarf all the boards together for the decking and for the hull, right? And a lot of that's going to be upwards of 20 feet long. The boat's 17 foot, but, you know, we got to scarf it longer and cut it to what we need. So, that's going to be a lot of work. Yeah, this fell off, but I may as well do it. It's a fan. Okay, so now we're going to glue that together. We'll get the exhaust, get all these parts cut off and cleaned up. Engine block is H, and they're saying engine red. But I think we're going to go find some Chevy orange instead. Trying to adjust my glasses here. Okay, so we got chrome, we got stock valve covers, carburetor. So I think I'm just going to leave that stuff for now. Basically I want the engine. And the transmission, they're saying B, which is flat black. No, I think we're going to paint that aluminum. So, no, we're going to get this built on. I'm not going to paint much right now. What I want to do is get this stuff together and then do a whole priming session. So. Yeah, see, there's a lot of gapping in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but come on. You can see all the gapping and stuff. I mean, it's not the greatest fit, but again, you're not going to see a lot of that. So, we're going to get that glued in. I'll try to clamp it a little bit. I'll use the glue that I made. I'm going to make some more. I do make my own glue, so it saves a hell of a lot of money. That's for damn sure. I haven't bought any Tamiya stuff in a long time. Although the glue that I make is pretty much the exact same formula that Tamiya makes, or Tamiya, whatever you want to call it. It's the exact same chemicals, everything. So it's easy enough for even you to make. Find some of my clamps here. There we go. Come on, good for me. Put one up here just to help squeeze that one together. Okay, I think that'll do. We'll just let that set for a minute. While that's setting, I think I'm going to make a little bit more here. And it's really easy to make your own Tamiya glue. It really is. You need two things. You need two things here. Well, you kind of need an eyedropper too, but you can get those from Amazon fairly easy. Once I find where all of mine are. There's one. So all you need is lacquer thinner, right? And acetone. That's it. That's all you need. And if you look at the chemical composition of what the Tamiya glue is, this is what you're going to find is these two chemicals. All right. So all you're going to do is get enough that you can see. So you're just going to go 50-50 all the time. So count how many you put at one end and then do the same. I try to always put it at the same level all the time. So I got 5 acetone. I'm going to put 5 lacquer thinner. So the same amount. Okay, now I want to fill it up some more, so I'm going to put another 2 of these and 2 of those. That should be full enough. Okay, I'll just close these up. Always close up your chemicals. You should be doing this in a ventilated area, not like me. But anyways, I'm going to put the lid on. I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake, you know. And this is the exact same stuff as this. And I haven't even used this one for I don't know how long. Now I still use the thicker one now and then. But I also have the Plastruck thick stuff too. I think I've got actually a couple more bottles around. I will eventually, you know, use it. But yeah, there you go. More glue made. That's simple. That's simple, my friends. Yeah, I got my coffee here, so. Okay, so next thing is I'm going to let that cure just a little bit more. You could just see outside here. Maybe I'll turn my my other camera around for you. So if you get bored of watching me, you can watch this. Here you go. I got a lot of birds that come around here. You know, I filled that this morning and it's already almost empty. And it is, what time is it? 2:36 in the afternoon. I filled that around 8 o'clock this morning. I put little pieces of bread out for them and stuff. You know, you do have those idiot blue jays that come around. And yeah, I try to scare them away all the time because they are pigs. They are literally flying pigs. Now, summertime is like 10 times worse. 10 times worse. There's golden finches. I think there's a few here. There's a gray finch in the tree, if you can see it in the background. You know, house is blocking him. He's kind of bouncing back there. But golden finches, what else is there? They call them purple finches, but they're actually red. I don't know why they call them purple finches, but either way, there's them. There is nuthatches. There is all kinds of birds. And then of course you can kind of see the hummingbird feeder there. I'm gonna get a new one this year, but my hummingbirds come around every year too. So So we're going to kind of bounce around because I want to get certain things made and built. Now this kit does come with some wiring, but I think I'm going to make it a little bit better. I haven't completely decided on what I want to do with the underneath. Do I want to go as far as just painting it all black, or do I was thinking I might paint the frame the same color as the car and just flat black the rest, right? Which I might do, because you might see a little bit of the framework through the fender well up front and maybe a little bit through the back, but again, I'm not quite sure exactly how Dad's going to be mounting this thing. So we're going to get rid of this. I'm going to put this on. Or test fitted anyways. Looks like it's sitting fairly flat. Needs a little bit right here. As you can see, my glue hardens or cures just as fast as anything else. Feel free to make your own. It's not my recipe. Now, if you want some scamming truth, I guess. I don't know if you want to call it that. But anyways, I don't really give a what anybody says, but if you look at the Tamiya glue, the green one in particular, it is 50-50 lacquer thinner and acetone, right? If you look at the Tamiya airbrush cleaner, it is 51% lacquer thinner and 49% acetone, because they legally cannot sell two products with different names with the exact same formula. So your airbrush cleaner is the same thing as the Tamiya green top glue, the dark green glue. They're exactly the same, just slightly different amounts. So if you're cleaning your stuff with lacquer thinner already, or acetone, or the Tamiya airbrush cleaner, all you're using is the glue, technically. Now I'm going to flatten off the front here a bit too, because I'm going to have the timing cover that's going to go on there. And then again, I'm going to clean off the top here a little bit where the intake is going to sit. Another test fit. That's better. Now to help that a little bit more, I am going to give it a little bit of a sand here. You know, being an auto body, you never get out of that habit of cross sanding. Now, if you're an auto body tech, you know what I'm talking about. Now, in some cases, it's inevitable that you're going to have to do it this way, but anytime I get a chance, I'm cross sanding. Lots of maneuverability there. I am going to use a little bit of the thicker stuff here, just because there is still a slight little rock to it. This stuff just smells like nail polish. So what's the weather like where you're at? See, today it's plus 5 degrees, 41 Fahrenheit. All right. What's the temperature and stuff? And this is, what is this? January 18th, I think it is today. Yeah, January 18th. So nice weather today. We had quite a bit of snow yesterday, but with it being this warm out right now, yeah, a lot of it's just melting away right now. So great for snowballs, which the dogs love. Now I know that's not everybody's forte of music, but if you're liking the music that I've got playing in the background, it's called NEFFEX. How do you spell that? N-E-F-E. Hang on a second, I can't see it from here. N-E-F-F-E-X. NEFFEX. All right. It is free to use on YouTube or any platform. It is all copyright free music. I love their music, so if you like this type of stuff, go support them. And if you're not sure if you're allowed to use it, they have songs in the YouTube library. Right? It is free to use. It is copyright free. So don't be afraid to use it. Show them some support, show them some love. They have their own YouTube channel. Go check them out too. I'm not sponsored by them. I love their music. They got great music, and it's a big thank you to them for making this music and allowing us to use it in our platforms for our content videos. Again, it's not for everybody, and they do have songs that have swearing in it, but they also, most of their songs also have a clean version, right? So if you like the music but you don't want the swearing, there is a lot of their songs are doubled songs, so they have either the dirty version or the clean version, depending on what you want. And if I can, I'll leave a link in the description to their YouTube channel. I'm playing it right now on Spotify, so you can find them on Spotify. It is free to download their songs. It is free to use them. Okay, we got that. I've learned too many times that I've hit them, I've spilt them, and yeah, it makes a good mess. Especially being that it's just lacquer thinner and acetone. That stuff it'll go eat all kinds of shit. So we're going to do some more sub-assembly here. My chair would stop rolling away, which is going to be nice because I've got a new chair coming here very shortly. I've noticed some broken welds and stuff on this one, so yeah, it'd be nice to have that in here, get that assembled. I'll clean up a bunch of this flash. Like I said, I mean, you're never going to see this, especially with the way Dad's going to display it, but for my satisfaction, I know I did it. So I'm going to clean up a lot of this stuff here. Now, depending on how long I go with this recording, I might just kind of take a quick little break, or not a quick little break, but not stop recording, but basically just announce that, you know, once I have enough footage for one video, I'm going to make an announcement saying, hey, you know, kind of like I do in all my normal openings, right? Just this way I can keep right on going and not have to stop and, you know, create another folder and blah 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 and this and that. I can just kind of keep going, and I know once I say that, that's going to be the end of this video and start the new one. And today is Sunday, so hopefully, no matter what day you're watching this on, that you're having a great day. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for me, please, if you're not subscribed, and hit that like button if you're liking the content, and if you want to see more of it. And I have lots of videos for you to watch if you want to go watch them at some point in time. And what's the other thing? If you want to see more and you want to make sure that you don't miss anything, hit that bell notification and make sure that you turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on anything. really appreciate having you all here and taking time to watch my videos. You can give me a follow on my Instagram and my Facebook group. There's links in the description for them. You know, I do post there as often as I can and whenever I remember to do so. And if you're into any type of gaming or anything like that, I do have a gaming channel. It's called Blue Streak Gaming. I don't think I've put it in the description yet. And if I think about it and remember to, I will put it in the description. But yeah, the name is Blue Streak Gaming, spelled the same way, Blue Streak. But just gaming instead of customs. I play a lot of farm sim and things like that on there, and I do a bunch of live streams and stuff with that as well. Now if you'd like to see some more live streams here and me working on this or something else, which I do, like wooden boats and all kinds of stuff, and like I said, spring is coming, so we are going to get back into doing the boat. That's going to be quite the adventure because, well, neither Dad or myself has ever built a real boat before. So it's definitely a learning curve for both of us. Excuse me. And yeah, I mean, we bought a sawmill just, I mean, we wanted a sawmill anyways, but basically we finally bought a sawmill just to do this freaking boat. So we spent like almost $4,000 just to get this sawmill, just so we could make our own planks and boards and everything else for the boat. I'm just doing a pre-cleaning because once this is fully glued, it'll get cleaned up again. So vacuum my floor later. And we'll do a bit of a dry fit here and see how really bad it is. Okay, I'll let that cure up. Okay, what else can I pre-assemble here? I'm going to do flocking inside, so the interior, I'm not going to do any pre-assembly on the interior. Even the inner door panels and stuff, I'm not going to do. And so we're almost kind of at the point where, yeah, just clean up some extra parts and then get them ready to prime. I'm gonna have to ask Dad if he wants the like stock valve covers or if he wants the chrome ones. Get rid of these support pieces on the side of the tube. And breather tube here. An attachment point. So I think what I'm going to do is I don't even know what the hell that's for. If that's even part of the carburetor or if that's going to come off of there. Kind of shows that it's there. Well, I'm going to leave it there for now. If I don't like it, I'm going to cut it off later. But anyways, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the video here, because I am looking at almost an hour worth of recording. So by the time I cut a lot of this out and you know, things like that. Now if you want to see me do more of a uncut video, let me know in the comments down below, because I love hearing all your comments. I like reading them all. I try to respond to every one of them, but sometimes I get a lot and unable to respond to them all, but I try. But if you want to see uncut videos, let me know. If you'd rather not see the you know, fast forwards or anything like that, you know, let me know, and we can definitely look into just raw recording. You know, I like what it's, in a sense, what I'm doing right now before I edit. Because obviously when I edit this, music's going to be kind of jumping around a little bit. But hey everybody, I think I think I'm just going to call the video here. So I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, again, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Hit that bell notification, hit that like button. Yeah, give me a follow on my Instagram and Facebook group. Links for them are down in the description. And come on, let's cut that off. There we go. Hopefully that was supposed to come off. If not, oh well, just did. Yeah, leave your comments and thoughts down below. And no matter what you're building, no matter what stage or level you're at for building, build it for you and just have fun. So until next time, later.